Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. We're starting off our news tonight with two stories breaking as we come on the air. Late this afternoon, agents with the State Attorney General's office were seen at a building at 668 North Church Street in Hazleton. No information on who they were visiting or what they were looking for has yet been released. It was also just a short time ago we received word of a $1 million state grant going toward a multi-phased expansion at the Lehigh Valley Health Network Health and Wellness Center on the Airport Beltway. The funding is through Pennsylvania's Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program, and we will have more details on both these stories tomorrow on WYLN News at 5:30. Hazleton police arrested two men Wednesday night after a foot chase. It all began according to a news release when an officer on a routine patrol spotted 22-year-old Kareem Shelton. He matched the description of a suspect in a device fraud case under investigation from earlier in the day. When the officer approached Shelton, he took off. He was caught in the bedroom closet of a home on North Vine Street. Another man wanted by Luzerne County Sheriff's Office, 29-year-old Samuel Kendricks, was also taken into custody. A 39-year-old Harley woman pleaded guilty yesterday to charges of child endangerment and promoting prostitution, among other charges. Prosecutors say Jolene Gambardella coerced a 15-year-old male to have sex with her, then advertised the teen online for similar encounters with others in order to get heroin. Gambardella also entered a guilty plea in connection with her role in meth distribution inside the Luzerne County Prison. Her sentencing is set for November. The Wayne County coroner has ruled the death of an inmate at the U.S. Penitentiary in Canaan this week as a homicide. 76-year-old Ricardo Martinez died Tuesday night of multiple traumatic injuries due to an assault. Martinez had been an inmate at the facility since October 2013 and was serving a life sentence. His death is now under investigation. Sean Christie of McAdoo will be heading to court in Carbon County next week to face charges that he allegedly committed while he was on the run from law enforcement. Christie faces charges of burglary, criminal trespass, theft, and criminal mischief. Those charges stem from an incident August 23rd of 2018 when he allegedly broke into a Packer Township business. Christie was transferred from the Lackawanna County Prison to the Carbon County Correctional Facility, where he will go on trial next week. He's scheduled to pick a jury Monday, with the trial expected to start later in the week. Christie will be representing himself with an appointed public defender to assist him. An Edwardsville man pleaded guilty to a charge of criminal use of a communication facility back on June 10th and now wants his sentencing date postponed so he can enjoy his summer vacation. Charges of sexual assault were dropped against 29-year-old Christopher Michael Rodriguez, but he did admit to setting up a meeting with a woman before she was attacked in May of 2018. He's scheduled to be sentenced August 7th, but his attorney has filed a motion to have that rescheduled because Rodriguez wishes to spend the last couple of weeks of summer vacation with his children. Prosecutors objected, and a ruling has not yet been made on his request. A Hazleton woman has turned herself in after a dead dog was placed along a road in Hazel Township. 32-year-old Legia Martinez was charged with aggravated animal cruelty and animal neglect. According to arrest papers, Martinez, along with 28-year-old Willie Porter, allegedly neglected to provide their dog with the necessary veterinary care for a parvovirus. The dog was found dead in a cage along Stockton Mountain Road April 16th. Porter, who was also charged, hasn't turned himself in yet. Martinez was released on $25,000 unsecured bail. The city of Hazleton is currently accepting proposals for vendors who are interested in becoming the city's exclusive tow and impound service provider. Mayor Jeff Cassatt said that move could generate revenue for the city by asking vendors for a franchise fee. Other cities, such as Wilkes-Barre, implemented the towing program that brings in around $50,000 a year. Interested towing vendors must provide bonding and insurance information, fee schedules, and the amount that they will pay to the city in exchange for exclusive contractual rights. Vendors must also have a place of business and storage within the city limits. Those proposals will be accepted by the city administrator until 10 a.m. Wednesday, August 14th. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf wants to revamp the way the state provides help to people who need protection and care from state agencies. The governor Wednesday signed an order to set up a 25-member group that has 3 months to propose changes that will improve services to what he's calling vulnerable populations.
That have revealed gross inadequacies in the system's ability to protect and uplift Pennsylvanians in vulnerable situations. People like older Pennsylvanians who have experienced elder abuse in nursing homes, children who have been neglected or worse in our foster care system, Pennsylvanians struggling with accessing the treatment for mental illnesses, people with a disability who cannot get the support they need to take advantage of the community experiences they need.
Is also setting up the Office of Advocacy and Reform and will hire a child advocate for the new agency under his office.
We'll begin an immediate and comprehensive review of our laws and policies and procedures, and it will make strong recommendations to revamp the way we deliver and oversee the social and protective services our Commonwealth provides to its citizens.
The governor went on to say that we need to recognize the weaknesses in the system as it exists and make the necessary changes so that we never again fail to protect Pennsylvanians in need. Coming up on WYLN News, a ribbon cutting on not just any new home, plus another appeal to give the gift of life. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Even with the chance of hit or miss shower or thunderstorms, some nice days, summer days, are on the way. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the kids are free, where fans become friends, where good times roll, and the racing is always a little tricky. Bring your friends, bring your family, just bring it, Pocono style. New this year, the Great Pocono Raceway Air Show.
A local life scout cut the ribbon to a tiny home he built for a homeless veteran this morning in Berwick. WYLN's Julia Wiegand was there for the groundbreaking that happened almost exactly 1 year ago to the day, and has the story of the home that stands tall today, ready for that veteran to call home.
An Eagle-turned-life scout for Boy Scout Troop 300 in Hobby had a dream to build a tiny home in Berwick for a homeless veteran. As his Eagle Scout project came up on its year anniversary of its groundbreaking yesterday, the home, located on Monroe Street, finally had its ribbon cut this morning.
There's been a lot going on. I didn't even realize that it's been a year. It felt like so much longer, but there's been a lot that's happened in it, as you can see from the house behind me now, but compared to last year, that it wasn't here.
Life Scout Tim Marin was listening to NPR one day about how the project was happening down south and thought, why not do something like that here for someone that really needs it? And Marin thought those people should be veterans, since he has a lot of military connections within his family.
I'm really happy that all these people came out to support me. It means a lot to me that the whole community is behind me, and even the donors, how many people helped me with the project. It wouldn't have been able to happen without them.
The project was $54,000 in total, but thanks to Marin's grant writing skills, Wells Fargo was able to help out that cost with a $45,000 grant.
What's interesting is how we watched Tim Marin, the Eagle Scout, grow, and how he was able to navigate the sort of the pitfalls and the snags that occur with a real estate project like this, developing a small lot, demolishing what was on it, getting all the approvals, the permits to actually start to build it.
Wells Fargo's senior community relations consultant for NEPA, Mike Paney, said they got involved early on with the approval and were excited to watch Tim and the community development group bring this tiny home to life.
We also got to contribute, as I said, with not only the capital, but actually the volunteerism here at the project. And it's very rewarding because we know when we come out, this home is being built for someone that needs a home, someone that served our country, and someone that is in need of safe and secure housing.
Wells Fargo was feeling inspired after Marin's project and announced that they will donate $1 billion over the next 5 years to continue similar projects.
And really, if you document what was done here, it becomes a best practice. This lot was originally problematic because of its location, overgrown, abandoned, and suddenly it's becoming a jewel for the community. And so it's very exciting that we turned a bad situation into a good situation as the result of an Eagle Scout and his inspiration and his dream to do something good.
And if you're wondering how Tim Marin was handling both this project and his teenage life,
I kind of put my schoolwork first when I got that done, and then I would come to this, or depending on the time, the urgency of the matter, I would put this first. So I had to balance it. Once I graduate, I plan to go to college. I'll study wildlife biology or wildlife science, and hopefully go for my master's and go from there.
Tim Marin was able to build from an idea, and now one lucky veteran gets to call this place home. We're all looking forward to seeing Tim succeed down his long road ahead toward the future. Reporting in Berwick for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Congratulations, Tim. What a job well done. The 2018 Luzerne County audit was completed on Wednesday. The county missed the due date of June 30th because of unreconciled differences in the county's to and from accounts. The accounts serve as a balance sheet between the general fund and county agencies. According to County Manager David Pedri, the audit shows a surplus. It will now allow the county to issue a request for proposals to borrow funds to upgrade the 911 communication system. The American Red Cross still reporting a shortage of blood and urging Pennsylvania residents to give the gift of life. The Red Cross likes to have at least a 5-day supply of blood on its shelves, but currently has less than a 3-day supply of most blood types. Blood is needed for hospitals, cancer patients, trauma patients, burn victims, and people undergoing surgery. The Red Cross also announced that it will be hosting blood drives throughout the greater Hazleton area from now through the end of August. If you would like to find out more about a blood drive near you, you can visit redcrossblood.org. The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation will soon have an option for gender-neutral residents for their state-issued driver's licenses. The department made the decision to provide the option for residents who prefer not to be identified as neither male or female. It will let motorists use an X as a third option to indicate gender. A PennDOT spokesperson said it is able to make the change on its own and doesn't need authorization from the legislature. The new procedure is expected to be in place by the middle of next year, Pennsylvania joining around 10 other states that already have implemented the gender-neutral option. PennDOT continuing its initiative to keep motorists safe by adding more wrong-way signs on Interstate 81. The department spending $600,000 to put new signage at over 30 emergency crossovers and 43 ramps in Luzerne and Lackawanna counties. The red signs are bigger and more reflective. PennDOT began placing those signs back in 2016 after a wrong-way crash on Interstate 81 in Lackawanna County left 5 people dead. PennDOT is expected to finish putting up the signs by the end of the summer. Wilkes-Barre police were called to an unusual domestic dispute early Wednesday morning. 27-year-old Tyler Warren was charged with risking a catastrophe after he set his partner's underwear on fire. It happened at a home on Keach Street because he thought his partner was cheating on him. Cook's partner, Daniel Guavarez, discovered the underwear lit on fire in a bedroom. He doused the flames and threw the clothing outside to prevent the fire from spreading. Cook was charged and arraigned with his bail set at $15,000, a preliminary hearing set for August 14th. Coming up on Maple Hills News Choice, you can be part of the fun at the upcoming Italian Festival. We're going to be dancing in Community and You with Miss Fabergé. Plus mustard, but not on these dogs. Stay with us.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fare menu: G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
Do you have a bridal shower, baby shower, birthday party, rehearsal dinner, or other important event coming up? Call us at Booty's Place to book our elegant private upstairs dining room. It offers a seating capacity of up to 50 people, a private bar, and elevator for easy access, where you can book the entire upstairs for an even larger event. Whether you wish to have your event at Booty's Place or want to have it catered, contact us about our delicious options. 570-455-5551. Let us help make your special day a big success. Booty's Place, definitely the best.
Welcome to Community and You, and Miss Fabergé is here, so that means we must be in store for something fabulous. We are. What are you into?
Well, I'm here today to talk about the Italian Festival, which will be held in September 14th and 15th at the Community Park in Hazleton.
Okay.
Now, what I am going to do is invite anyone in the community who would like to do an Italian folk dance with us, namely the Tarantella.
Oh!
Also, we're going to do the Tyrolean 7-step.
Oh, that sounds like it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Now, when you say we, who do you mean we?
Well, some of my students, and whoever decides to be brave and join me. Anyone from the community is invited.
Oh.
It's always, folk dances are very simple, you know, Paula, because they're dances of the people.
Oh, okay. So anybody with Italian heritage might have come across this maybe as they were growing up?
Well, your grandparents may have come across it, okay? But it seems to me is the various ethnic groups migrated to the U.S., and then for a while, everyone stayed together.
Right.
There wasn't much money. There were no nightclubs.
Right.
There was no TV.
Mm-hmm.
So you got together on a Saturday night and danced and sang. And then I think what happened was we have so much more money now, and we're more mobile, and everyone has assimilated.
And we're on our mobiles.
And we're on our mobiles.
We're on our mobiles, right.
And we become Americans first, and that's wonderful. But something can be lost, namely the dance and sometimes the music.
Mm-hmm.
So the tarantella. But it's very good. I use it in my dance studio. I always have the children do folk dances because I think they should learn that.
Mm-hmm.
But also because the movements are so natural, because they had to be able to be doable by everyone in the community.
Right, because the whole family would get
Yes.
together, and you couldn't just have certain
No.
people. You had men, women, kids,
Yes.
everybody.
Yes, and so I'm going to do a little production, and anyone who has a yen to get on stage with me, and you don't have to be fabulous at all. All ages are welcome.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Now, you mentioned the fact that this is coming up in September. Where and when?
It is, actually, I think it's a 3-day weekend, September 13th in the evening, 14th and 15th. At Community Park in Hazleton. I believe all weekend. Now, my ship part of it will be 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
We'll be performing.
Okay.
And if anyone would like to dance with me, they'll contact me, and then we'll rehearse a little bit. It'll be pretty easy, though, no worries. But you'll also see a lot of, I think all different groups will be there, different dance schools, music schools, and a lot of talent will be there, and great Italian food.
Well, I was going to say there has to be Italian food
Yes.
when we talk about an Italian festival. And for your perspective, you know how people are. They're out there and they're going, you know, Miss Fabergé, that sounds like it'd be fun, but you're talking about getting and doing, and I've got to be there. So what happens if somebody comes up and says, you know what, I want to try that tarantella thing with you? Would you take them?
I can do anything with anybody. Okay?
That's what I thought.
I can make it happen, and I meet you where you are. So if you really have to just sit on a stool and play the tambourine, that's what you'll do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It depends whatever each person is capable of, but you'll be on stage, you'll be in the action and having fun.
And that's what it's all about, to be in the action and have some fun.
Yes.
So how do we get in touch with you? And of course, we have all the information on the screen, but I just want to make sure.
Well, of course, you can always go to the website, fabergefollies.biz, but text me or call me right on my cell phone, 570-401-3388. It's not a secret.
Make sure you get in touch with Miss Fabergé, the information on the screen, and we will always see you again on Community and You.
Thank you.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
BLB Auto Sales, a division of Barbush Automotive. BLB has deals that can't be beat. They carry trucks, vans, SUVs, sedans, and sports cars, and all at the lowest prices. Barbush Automotive can handle all vehicle repairs since they do it all. Check out their specials: oil change and filter, just $19.95. Alignment, $49.95. Professional and good people. Call 570-454-7571.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. Packages are available to fit anyone's budget, and there is a restaurant and catering on site. The facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor parties, private parties of any kind. Call 570-384-2314.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Ice cream comes in all flavors and textures, but how about pairing it up with a popular condiment? You ready? French's, America's largest mustard manufacturer, has come out with a mustard-flavored ice cream. And it's only for a few days, and you'll have to travel Los Angeles and New York as part of National Mustard Day, which is this Saturday, August 3rd. Happy Dogust 1st. Really, it truly is the dog days of summer. The North Shore Animal League of New York came up with the idea back in 2008 to make today the universal birthday for shelter dogs and animals. And we are celebrating the day by showing you our favorite pooches and reminding everyone that there are thousands in our area without homes looking for that forever family. If you're interested in adopting, there are many shelters in our area, including Hazleton Animal Shelter, Hillside SPCA in Pottsville, the Carbon County Animal Shelter, and Luzerne County SPCA in Plains Township. You can view animals that are in need of homes at the organization's websites or by stopping by and visiting. You can also view previous segments with our local animal shelters by visiting the WYLN News Facebook page. Yes, that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the kids are free, where fans become friends, where good times roll, and the racing is always